Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd session of how to view Karnataka closing ranks in ZyNerd. This might be a slightly longer session because Karnataka is a little complicated. Our detailed video on the eligibility, info guide of Karnataka and the rules of counseling will also be available shortly for Karnataka. But till then, possibly go with looking at closing ranks of Karnataka using this video. You would have already seen last year's video. We just thought we'll add on a few details and put up the video for this year. We'll look at the basic rules of counseling of Karnataka later through a separate exclusive video for subscribers. Right now, we'll look at the quota-wise eligibility and the reservation category-wise, different categories. Basically, this is a demo of how to look at information in ZyNerd. Once you go into ZyNerd, you will have the dashboard. There you can go to closing ranks and then look at Karnataka PG Medical Counseling. Here, once you look at Karnataka PG Medical Counseling, you go into filters obviously to first select your course of interest. If you're interested in all clinical courses, you can select this. But if you let us say you're interested in pediatrics, you start with pediatrics. And then as we suggest, you start with round 1 and round 2 in Karnataka. Round 0 is the mock round of Karnataka over here. Round 1 and round 2 are the last upgradable rounds. If you get a clinical seat in Karnataka in round 2, if you're allotted a clinical seat, whether you join or not, you're not eligible for round 3. So we would suggest you to look at round 1, round 2, round 3 being a mop-up round where if you're holding a clinical seat, you cannot participate. That is how you start. Then you have the quotas available here. These are quotas defined by us, aligning with Karnataka's prospectus quotas only, and these are the different categories available. It is a long list of categories, so we'll keep looking at how we can look at information here, what are the different categories, etc. First, we look at quota-wise eligibility. The different quotas, 4 plus 3, 7 quotas listed over here are mentioned here, and the clear eligibility with the list of seats are available here. We will not get into the list of seats available here, but wherever there is something special that needs to be mentioned, we will mention. Otherwise, you can just look at the percentage of government colleges, etc. What forms the set of seats. First is Karnataka government quota. Actually, it is called Karnataka government seats. For the purpose of calling it a quota, we are calling it Karnataka government quota. This consists of this set of seats. Government colleges are there only under Karnataka government quota, and you have 5 to 10% of deemed university seats of 5 institutes. So those institutes alone contribute to Karnataka quota, Karnataka government quota at a lower fee structure. So if you are eligible for Karnataka government quota, look at those deemed universities which will be almost like a government fee structure or 1 or 2 slightly higher. Which classes are eligible? Karnataka, when you apply to Karnataka, you apply as under a particular class. What are the classes? Different classes are there: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Y and Z. If you are eligible for a particular class, you apply under that class, and that class will give you eligibility for multiple quotas. That is how Karnataka counseling needs to be approached. I belong to a particular class. That class gives me eligibility for different quotas. Now, for Karnataka government quota, classes A, B, C, D, E, F, G are eligible. We will look at the classes later, but through a separate video, like we said in the info guide. If you want to look at last year's video also, you can look at ZyNerd for that. Who is eligible primarily? MBBS from Karnataka are eligible. Those who have done MBBS from Karnataka, irrespective of domicile, are eligible. MBBS outside Karnataka but studied 10 years from class 1st to 12th in Karnataka. I did my MBBS in Tamil Nadu. I did 10 years of schooling in Karnataka from 1st to 12th, any 10 years. But I did either 10th or 12th in Karnataka, any one of these. Then I am eligible for Karnataka government quota in either this or this. There are other clauses too, which is D, E, F, G. There, either you based on your parents being employed in central government, outside, defense personnel skills. So those clauses also exist. So don't miss out those clauses if you don't fall under ABC. ABC is a combination of these two, multiple combinations of these two. Now, these candidates are eligible for Karnataka government quota. So if I belong to any one of these, I will first primarily select, I know that I am eligible for government quota. I will select government quota open. There is also government quota in service, which is for in-service candidates. That is only for in-service candidates. We are not taking that up now. Now next is Karnataka NRI quota. NRI quota, who is eligible for all classes. Everybody is eligible for NRI quota, provided you are NRI or OCI, PIO or foreign nationals. NRI, PIO, OCI, foreign nationals will be applying under clause Z. Even if you belong to any of these, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Y, even then you are eligible, but you should be sponsored by an NRI ward. This is currently under challenge after the MEA notifications, but MEA has been changing the rules multiple times. We are yet to see how this entire thing comes up this year for NRI quota. But you need to apply primarily under any one of these clauses and provide the documents required as per your criteria. Karnataka other seats are open seats across India. Everybody across India is eligible. All candidates across India except for those who have applied as NRI, PAO, OCA and foreign nationals. Note that if you go in and say I am NRI, I am OCA, I am PAO, I am foreign national, you will come under clause Z, but you will not be eligible for other seats. You will be eligible for NRI quota exclusively. Exclusively in the sense only for NRI quota you will be eligible. Others will also be eligible for NRI quota. Others seats which come under institutional quota or Q or M and G, you will not be eligible for it. All the other category candidates will also be eligible for institutional quota seats. These are high fee seats, 30 lakhs, 45 lakhs, 50 lakhs per annum seats, which are open for all. Next, you have the Karnataka DNB in-service seats, for which are 20% of government seats. In-service candidates are eligible under the Karnataka rules. 20% of government DNB seats. Reservation is applicable over here only for clauses A, B, C, D, E, and F and G. Clause Y, which is an all India basis clause, anybody can apply, including FMGs. Reservation is not applicable. And clause Z, obviously NRI, OC, etc., their reservation is not applicable. Next we come, so if you belong to any one of these quotas, you will select those. NRI I want. I am an other state candidate. I want other seats across which are on an all India basis. I belong to clause Y. Then I will select these. Depending upon which clause, you can also correlate later. Next we have the open seats or the private seats. These are called the private seats, all these three. Within that you have open quota, GMP quota and minority quota. So here, if I am selecting open quota, I should know Karnataka private seats, open quota is this. Karnataka private seats, GMP quota is this, and minority quota is this eligibility. That is what we are going to see. So who will select Karnataka private seats open quota? Anybody who belongs to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Y and Z. Everybody who applies. No limitation, including FMGs. Every candidate across India is eligible. Karnataka private seats, GMP quota. Who is eligible? Only clauses B and C. Who are clauses B and C? Those who are Karnataka domicile. Basically, Karnataka domicile is defined as studied class 1st to 12th and class 12th, 10th or 12th in Karnataka. You might have done MBBS outside Karnataka, within Karnataka. That will define your B and C. Class B is MBBS within Karnataka and this 10 years rule. Class C is MBBS outside Karnataka and this 10 years rule. If you are under this 10 years rule, you alone are eligible for GMP seats. I am from Maharashtra. I did not do my schooling in Karnataka. I will select only open category, Karnataka private seats open quota. I will not select GMP quota because I don't fall under this clause. I am not eligible for this. This is exclusive for Karnataka state candidates. Karnataka private seats, minority quota, that is for linguistic and religious minority. Clauses B and C alone are eligible for linguistic minority. Religious minority, everybody is eligible, but there is a priority. For clause being a linguistic minority, you should have done your 10 years plus 10th or 12th in Karnataka, but your mother tongue should be Tamil, Telugu, Kodava or Tulu. I belong to the state of Andhra Pradesh. My mother tongue is Telugu. I did not do this class first to 10th in Karnataka. I am not a minority here. You do not, only natives of the state or origin or domicile of the state who speak a different mother tongue or can claim linguistic minority. Religious minority, there is a provision for all candidates across India to be eligible for religious minority, which is Muslim minority and Christian minority. But Karnataka candidates, whoever falls under this clause, they will be considered first priority if they are Muslim minority or Christian minority. After all of them are allotted, the rest of them are allotted separately. So this is another thing that you will have to look at. So based on these, I will select the quotas that I am eligible for. Let us say I belong to clause B. What all I will be eligible for? Clause B is MBBS from Karnataka and then 10 years schooling in Karnataka clause. Clause C is MBBS from outside and 10 years schooling in Karnataka. I have done 10 years schooling in Karnataka. Then whatever is under clause B or C, I will be eligible for. I will be eligible for private seats open quota, GMP quota, Karnataka private seats minority quota, and even this. But if you belong to a different state, I can't get a religious minority in Karnataka, then I will be under second priority. That is what this means. So depending upon which clauses you belong, you can filter out. I belong to Y, straight away go in NRI quota if I am NRI. Otherwise, I will select institutional quota and open seats alone. Rest of them, I am not eligible for. Religious minority on a second priority basis is what will be available for me. So just use this and then take a call. We will also run a separate session on clause-wise eligibility. Now, next thing is, this will give you an idea of what clauses are this. D, E, F, you can check over here. Depending upon whether you are eligible, you will be able to get government seats, or you will also be eligible for other seats. This is just a screenshot for your reference. Now, reservation. Once I select this, how do I select the reservation? Let us say I'm looking at government quota open seats. I belong to classes A, B, C, or D, E, F, G. There is a lot of reservation categories. There are a lot of reservation categories. How do I select that? First, reservation in government quota seats. If you don't belong to Karnataka, if you're not a Karnataka State candidate, you cannot get a certificate from Karnataka. You will be getting a certificate from Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh. You belong to ST category, backward class in that state. That cannot be used in Karnataka. You can only use a certificate which is given in Karnataka. If you are an MBBS from another state, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, but MBBS from Karnataka, you are eligible for government seats under class A. You belong to class A, you are eligible for government seats, but you can't have reservation. You will only come under GM. So in that case, what will I do? I am eligible for government quota, but I will select only GM seats and I will view the results. I belong to Karnataka, but I don't belong to any reserved category, 1G, 1G, 2A, 2G, 3A, 3G. I don't belong to that. Then I will select what? Only GM, because I don't have a reservation in Karnataka. But if I have a reservation of any of these, then I will select the particular reservation. GM is general candidates of Karnataka, anybody who is eligible for GM seats. But if I belong to Hyderabad Karnataka quota, there is some confusion on whether this will continue, but it is expected to continue. As of now, there is no change in the prospectus. If I come under Hyderabad Karnataka quota, I will be eligible for GMH seats. If I come under 1G category of backward classes, then I select 1G. If I belong to Hyderabad Karnataka and also under one category, then 1H, and so on. Let us say I belong to 3A category and I belong to Hyderabad Karnataka. I will go and choose 3AG, 3AH, and I'll also go and choose GM category and GMH, because all these I would be eligible for, and I'll filter out on this. What is the quota that I have filtered? Government quota. Let us say I'm looking at also private open seats, then I will select private open quota, and that will come under OPN over here. That I will have to know. So here, reservation in government seats also extends to ST candidates. PGM, anything that starts with P is a for PWD candidates. So all these are PWD candidates. There might be other additional quotas as well. If you are selecting open seats, then select open, which is for open candidates across India. If I am selecting GMP seats, what is GMP? We already said GMP seats. Then select, if you are eligible for that, select GMP as the category. If you select, if you want MNG seats, MNG is the other seats, then select MNG. And if you are an NRI or NRI or open or foreign national or OCA who is looking for NRI, select category reservation as NRI. So basically, what will I do here? I don't belong to Karnataka. I am looking at open quota seats in Karnataka. There are two seats, open seats and other seats, right? Institutional preference seats. Here, what will I select? Open, like I mentioned. This is for open, and other seats, you will select MNG over here. This will give you the complete list of open seats under pediatrics in Karnataka. You can filter out and look at the rank. Karnataka does not have an all India rank, right? A state rank, because Karnataka does not publish a state rank. It can be derived from the verified list, but as you keep adding new candidates, they do not publish the verified list. So you will not be able to get a right reference from the state rank, even though that is better if we have it. Currently, we only have the all India rank. Even Karnataka publish the results based on all India rank. So you can have a look at that. We come to the minority quota. If you are selecting minority, then there are two queries. One, I am a linguistic minority. What do I select? I can select minority quota over here, depending upon whether you are ME, which is Telugu minority, or Hyderabad Telugu, MA, Tamil minority, MU, Tulu minority. You can select the particular minority. Quota minority seats are not there. You can select the particular minority institute. So if I select MU, it will give me all the Tulu minority institutes which have seats allotted under pediatrics. I remove pediatrics, it will give me every seat allotted under Tulu minority in the last year. Now, the next question is religious minority. How do I select? Again, this is private minority only. And here under religious minority, I put an MM. It will give me MM1 and MM2. MM1 is first priority, only Karnataka B and C category candidates. MM2 is other state candidates. So I'll click on MM2. No seats were allotted to MM2 last year is what it says. I select 2023 also. Then it will tell me there were only 2 seats allotted in 2023 in these institutes alone in my Muslim minority category for other state candidates. But let us say I select MM1, it will give me the complete list of seats allotted for Karnataka religious minority candidates across. I can filter out similarly for MC2, which is other state. I am from another state, Kerala. I am appearing for Karnataka for Father Mullah's seats. It is MC2. RC3 is St. John's, but Father Mullah's is MC2. You can check this and if you filter, you will see the MC2 seats available. Only non-clinicals were available. All Karnataka religious minority candidates would pick up the clinical seats usually. Don't miss out anything. We are not saying that it will be only available for them, but always have a look at, always try out, but know that the possibilities are less. In case seats remain after allotting to eligible Karnataka religious minority candidates under MM1, they will be transferred to MM2. St. John's, how do I look at St. John's information? St. John's is again under private minority quota, and you will select RC1 or RC2 or RC3 accordingly. RC3 is the all India basis Roman Catholic seats. You need to be a Roman Catholic Christian on all India open merit, then you can select St. John's RC3. RC1 is for Catholic sisters, Catholic religious sisters or nuns. Fathers are also with 2 years rural service in SJMC approved institutions, they are also eligible. SJMC alumni look at RC2. RC2 to RC3 conversion or RC1 to finally RC3 conversion happens in round 2 itself. So by the end of round 2, everything happens. That is why we are clearly saying take round 2 as a filter here for Karnataka. Karnataka is one of the few states which has not modified its rules to align with all India counselling. So please do 1 and 2 now. In case they change the rules later, that will always benefit Karnataka state candidates. Round wise rules we will take up later, and the choice filling we will take up later. Choices conversion we will take up later. Right now we know that round 1, round 2 and round 3, which is mop up, and then a stray and special stray round existed in Karnataka last year. 0 is the mop up round, mock round. Basically, what is a mock round in Karnataka? Before all the counselling start, actual round 1 starts, they'll give you an option to fill choices and put in a trial result. That is the mock round. Post the trial result, you can change your choices, you can do anything for the actual round 1. First round is a trial round where results were published. This is from the trial round. Don't take too much information out of that. That will not give you right information. Many candidates will fill in right choices. You can ignore that, but that is just for reference because there was an allotment put in place. This is the complete information on how to look at Karnataka state counselling. If you have any queries, please call us. It is surprising. It will be surprising only if you don't have any queries. Karnataka registration is one of the toughest things to do. Karnataka understanding the quotas in Karnataka is one of the toughest things to do. Obviously, you have queries how to approach the counselling, and it is some of the best seats in the country too. So please do register for Karnataka even if you have a minor chance. But if you are not able to understand these, please call us. We will clearly explain you on how to look at the information for Karnataka. Thanks a lot for watching.